The subjects of art. Okay, so dito natin pag-uusapan ano ba yung subject of art or pag sinabi natin subject of art, ano ba yung nakikita natin doon sa artwork na ating tinitingnan or pinag-uusapan. Ano ba ang subject? The subject of art refer to any person, object, scene, or event described or represented in a work of art. Okay, so halimbawa, nakita nyo ang portrait of Mona Lisa, ang subject of art doon agad is Mona Lisa. Kapag may nakita kang halimbawa, abstract painting, of course, ang subject niya is yung mismong nakikita nyong object doon. Okay? But we have to take note na may mga art na malinaw yung subject, may mga art naman na hindi malinaw yung subject. Kaya actually, ang subject of art is nahati sa dalawa. Representational art or objective art, ito yung art na malinaw ang kanilang subjects. Madalas nakikita to sa painting, sculpture, the graphic arts, literature, and theater arts. Okay. Non-presentational art naman or non-objective art, ito yung art na walang malinaw na subject. Okay? Nakikita to sa some paintings. Halimbawa nga, yung abstract, prints, sculpture. Madalas nakikita to sa music, architecture, and many functional art. Okay? Ma'am, bakit non-presentational art ang music? Because ang music, or halimbawa, nakinig kayo ng isang kanta, halimbawa, um, ng isang banda, ano ba? Halimbawa, nakinig kayo ng isang banda, Kamikaze. Okay, yun yung naalala kong banda ngayon. Is, halimbawa, nakinig kayo ng isang kanta nila, okay, Halik, okay. Yung halik kasi is wala siyang depiction or real thing na kung saan na-imitate ng kantang halik yung real thing. Halimbawa, yung mga lyrics doon is wala tayong nakikitang real or object na kinokopyahan ng kantang halik. Kahit yung mga chords nito, okay, or yung mga tunog nito sa drums, okay, is hindi natin naririnig in the natural world or in our environment. Kaya non-presentational art siya. Magiging presentational art lang ang music if ang music natin is the birds chirping, water splashing, water dropping, mga ganun, is representational art na ito. Pero kung hindi, is obviously is non-presentational art ito. Okay? Kahit nakikinig kayo sa halimbawa, Canon in D, Ave Maria, ano pa ba? Minuet in G, okay, mga classical music, is non-presentational art pa rin ito. Okay, they are just arranged in a pleasing manner, kaya nakakonsider natin na beautiful ito. Pero, non-presentational art sila. Architecture, halimbawa yung bahay nyo, na tinitirhan nyo, is also non-presentational art. Bakit? Kasi wala talagang real thing or in the environment na merong bahay. Okay, tayo lang ang gumawa ng bahay. Okay, ang upuan natin is also non-presentational art kasi functional art ang upuan natin. Okay? Ang table is also non-presentational art. Okay, hindi natin kasi talaga nakikita yan in this environment. Ang humans lang ang gumawa dyan. Example po ng representational art is Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, Girl with Pearl Earrings by Johannes Vermeer, Whistler's Mother by James Abbott McNeill. Okay, Whistler. Ito yung nakikita natin kay Mr. Bean. Lahat po yan ay representational art kasi malinaw yung subject na nakikita natin sa artwork. Non-objective art, obviously malinaw to. Non-objective arts do not present descriptions, stories, or reference to identifiable objects or symbols. Rather, they appeal directly to our senses primarily because of the satisfying organization of their sensuous and expressive elements. Yun nga, most musical pieces are not imitations of natural sounds, but we enjoy listening to them because the sounds has been pleasingly arranged and they evoke certain emotional responses to us. Marami tayong paraan actually to present subject of art. Okay? Ang i-discuss lang natin dito ay realism, abstraction, distortion, and surrealism. Realism, obviously, nabanggit ko na to in our previous video, na ito yung kung saan dinidepict natin ang isang bagay kung paano talaga siya nag-appear in our environment or in our nature. Tawag natin doon realism. Pero we have to take note that there is no work of art that is truly realistic. Okay? Lagi po yang may interpretation ng artist. Okay? Nasabi ko din in our previous video na kahit photography po yan, okay, pinicturean mo yung halimbawa, jeepney driver habang nag-drive siya ng jeep, okay, that is still a not art, and that is not nature. Okay? Realism siya, pero hindi talaga siya yung real thing. May interpretation mo pa rin yan. Example po ng realism is Rice Painting by Fernando Amorsolo, La Parisine by Felix Resurrection. Abstraction naman is another way of representing art, is ito yung process of simplifying and or reorganizing objects and elements according to the demands of artistic expressions. Ano ba ang palatandaan natin sa abstraction? Is kapag kinuha mo yung geometric shapes o yung shape ng art na gusto mong i-present. Halimbawa, kinuha mo yung shape ng banana, kinulayan mo tong green, at hinalo mo siya sa mga another shapes ng halimbawa, heart, star, triangle, circle, or another or different shapes, tawag doon abstraction. Example nga dito, yung Still Life by Vicente Manansala. Actually, the still life is a painting of fruits on a bowl. Pero ginawa niya, in-abstract niya yung mga shape, okay? May mga object siya na niretain niya yung color, pero may mga iba naman na hindi. Tapos sinalo niya dito yung mga geometric shapes. That makes it abstraction. You abstract the geometric figures or the colors, of course, okay, then put it with another abstract or geometric shape. Abstraction po yun. Some abstract works has been retained to represent real things. In other, the original objects has been reduced to simple geometric shapes. Distortion. Okay, another way of representing the subject. It means twisting, stretching, or deforming the natural shape of the object. An example dito is Christ as Savior by El Greco. Okay, sa painting niya ito is in-stretch po niya ang painting niya of Jesus Christ. You can actually see the stretching in sa kamay ni Jesus. Mahaba masyado. Okay? Actually, halos lahat ng painting ni El Greco is something to do with religious figures like saints and God. At lahat ng painting niya is stretch. Kasi para kay El Greco, ang stretch painting of holy symbol or individual represents their holiness. Okay, another example of distortion, but I cannot present the picture here, is the scream. Okay? Yung popular na the scream. Okay? That is a distortion. Okay? Diniform po natin yung itsura ng taong sumisigaw doon. Okay? Distortion is usually done to dramatize the shape of a figure or to create an emotional effect. Surrealism is another way of representing the subject. Okay? Pag sinabi natin surrealism is realism plus distortion. Okay? Pero kasi medyo malabo pag sinabi natin distortion eh. 'Di ba? Kasi parang yung previous picture natin about Jesus Christ is also somewhat a realism and distortion, right? Kasi portrait siya eh. Okay? Na maaring ganun nga ang itsura ni Jesus. Okay, so surrealism ba siya? No. So, ang magandang definition kasi sa surrealism is surrealist composed of dreamlike scenes that shows an irrational arrangement of object. So, parang fantastic ang dating niya. Or parang out of the world yung picture niya. Okay, or futuristic. I think ito yung description sa akin ng bata ako eh. Okay, medyo futuristic ang dating. Okay, surrealist painting are recognizable, sometimes drawn from nature, but they are combined in utterly fantastic and unnatural relationship. Example po dito, yung painting na I and the Village by Mark Chagall. Okay? So, nakikita nyo dito is may taong nagmimilk ng cow, tapos, may taong parang nagre-rake sa likod, tapos may parang village nun sa likod, tapos may tree sa ilalim, tapos, yung whole painting as a whole is may mukha ng sheep, or I think, or goat, tapos may mukha ng tao, pero green-faced siya. Okay? Surrealist ito kasi parang nasa another world ka or parang magic land ka. Okay? Surrealist yun. So, um, paano ba pumipili ng subject ang artist? Okay? The artist and his choice of subject. Actually, pagdating dito is, depende sa artist ang kanyang pinipiling subject. Okay? At depende din sa artist kung paano niya i-represent itong subject na ito. Okay? Depende sa artist ito kasi yung artist, siya yung nagbibigay ng expression. Siya yung nagbibigay or siya yung gusto mag-communicate ng thought or ideas about doon. Okay? We also have to take note na walang subject na kapag pinit ng isang artist or lahat ng artist is lahat ng kanilang art is maganda lahat. Okay? Walang ganon. Okay? Walang isang subject na kapag pinitan lahat is maganda lahat. Okay? Kasi ang subject na yun is beautiful. Wala pong ganon. Okay? The beauty, the concept of beauty, I will just repeat it, like the other video that I have said it, is that ang beauty is subjective po ito. Subjective po ito. Okay? Nasa isang individual ito, whether or not the painting or an artwork is beautiful or not. Okay? Yun nga, sa point 1, the visual arts are representation of what the artist thought and felt about the world they lived in, or they are representation of things the artist imagined or dreamed about. Whatever subject an artist chooses, his choice involves some personal statement. The choice of subjects also depends largely upon the time in which he lives and on the patronage he gets. The value of the work of art does not depend on the artist's choice of subject. So, ano nga ba ang mga uri or kinds of subject natin? One dito is landscape and seascapes and sidescapes. Kung mahilig kayo mag-picture ng scenery, babagsak po yun dito. Okay? Kung gustong-gusto niyo picturean yung obelisk natin sa PUP, o kaya gusto niyo picturean yung, alam niyo sa flagpole area, tapos yung picture yung front view ng ating north wing, that is also a landscape. If you like picturing yung sa dagat, yung sa shoreline, is seascapes yon. Kapag gusto niyo naman videohan, yung diba, kung pupunta kayo sa South Wing, meron doong video ng drone na kung saan nag-fly itong drone, tapos pinapakita niya yung buong area ng PUP, sidescape naman ito. Kung gano'n yung gusto yung subject, dito po yun ang babagsak. Still lifes. Pag sinabi nating still life, ito yung kung saan kinukuhanan mo ng picture or nagdo-drawing ka or pinipaint mo ang isang object na kung saan stagnant lang siya sa isang area. Example dito, flower vase. Kung mahilig yung picturean yung pagkain nyo bago kumain, at as long as hindi kayo kasama sa picture na yun, that is still life. Okay? Pag pinicturean nyo yung inumin nyo, halimbawa milkshake, okay, kahit hawak siya, basta hindi nakikita yung mukha nyo, that is also still life. Okay? Any stagnant object, okay, is a still life. Animals, obviously, any artwork that has animals in it, okay, pasok yan dito. Portraits, obviously, are any paintings or artwork na pinapakita yung parang one by one picture hanggang shoulder lang siya. Or I think, on the upper chest area. Okay, medyo mababa dun sa ating, tawag dito, sa ating shoulder bone. Okay, is portraits. Okay, obviously, Mona Lisa, babagsak yan dyan. Okay, so figures is another one. Okay, nakafocus sa human. Figures is focused on human body. Okay, whether nakahubad sila or nakadamit sila. Okay, so halimbawa, yung nakikita nating picture doon sa Facebook, si Medusa, Okay, na pinugutan niya ng ulo. Kung sino man yun. I think, I forgot kung sino yun. Poseidon ba yun? Okay. Or sino man. I forgot my Greek mythology. Okay, di ba nakahubad siya doon? That is an example of figures. Okay. Basta nakafocus siya sa human body. Yung sa, ano ba yun, UP oblation. Okay, that is also a human body. That is figure. Okay? Yung Whistler's mother is also a figure, pero nakadamit siya. Basta pinapakita sa figures yung buong katawan, okay, whether it's nude or not, pasok yan sa figures. Okay, kung mahilig yung picture ng sarili nyo doon sa CR, tapos buong katawan nyo ang pinipicturean nyo kasi gusto nyo pakita ang damit nyo, that is a figure. Okay. Everyday life, ito naman yung subject na kung saan pinipicturean mo yung mga everyday way of life ng human being. Kung mahilig yung picturean yung haba ng pila sa LRT, pasok yan dito. Kung mahilig yung picturean yung kaklasmate nyo habang nagsusulat siya sa notebook niya, that is everyday life. Okay. Kahit ngayon kumakain kayo sa restaurant, that babagsak yan sa everyday life. Kasama kayo at yung pagkain, everyday life yun. Okay? Kung mahilig naman kayo mag-paint or gumawa ng art na related sa history or manananggal or ano tawag doon yung uh, yung ano ba yun, walang mukha, stigma, hindi eh. Yung nangahabol, Slenderman, ayun. Okay. So, kung mahilig nyong gawin yon, whether it's um, a painting or any form of sculpture, okay, dito yan babagsak. Yung spolarium is actually dito siya babagsak. Okay, yung manananggal, aswang, vampire, werewolf, dito yan babagsak. Obviously. Pag mahilig naman kayo mag-paint ng something religious, okay, yung madalas nakikita natin sa simbahan, okay, sculpture, paintings, or stained glass design, babagsak yan sa religion. Kung mahilig nyong i-paint yung Greek mythology, okay, dito yung babagsak. Okay, or si Thor, okay, dito yung babagsak sa religion and mythology. Dreams and fantasies, obviously, kapag dinrawing nyo yung character nyo dun sa ML or sa Genshin Impact or any games na gusto nyo, dito po yan babagsak. Okay, or your dreams. Okay, medyo vague to sa aking dreams. Ano, pangarap nyo. Pero I think, pinag-uusapan dito ng dreams yung panaginip. Okay, dito yan babagsak sa dreams and fantasies. So, pagdating sa subject, we also have to take consideration na ang subject natin not necessarily talks about the pleasurable or the beautiful. Madalas, actually, sa art, is ang subject natin is talking about ugly or and tragedy. Actually, very popular to. Sa music, madalas ang music na pinapakinggan natin is tragic and ugly. Nakaka-relate siguro kasi tayo dito. Kaya, or you want solace, dun sa nararamdaman mo, kaya you listen to any music na nagbibigay sa'yo ng ganong feeling. Okay? So, sa art, not necessarily beautiful and pleasurable lagi ang pinag-uusapan. We are also talking about the ugly and tragic. Example dito yung La Pieta, tragic to, obviously, the death of Christ. Crucifixion is also, di ba, yung pagpapahirap kay Jesus, tragic ito. Okay? So, ayun, obviously the ugly mga pelikula dito is yung Siberian film, Human Centipede, Saw, 100 Days of Sodom, okay? Okay, pasok yan dito. Okay, or yung Salo, pasok yan dito, the ugly. Okay? The tragic, obviously, yung Romeo and Juliet na pelikula, Titanic, ano pa ba yung mga broken-hearted na pelikula, okay, pasok yan dito. Okay. So, since sana malinaw na yung different kind of subjects and the way the subject can be presented, okay, and di lahat ng art is malinaw yung subject nila, ngayon pag-uusapan na natin yung subject at yung mismong content or yung mismong sinasabi ng art. Okay? Subject refers to the object depicted by the artist. Content refers to what the artist expresses or communicates on the whole of their work. Okay? Ang content para siyang theme ng literatura. Okay? So actually may levels tayo ng meaning. Okay, we have to take note, ang contents madalas nakikita agad ito sa title or sa name ng artwork. Okay? Madalas natin nakikita 'yon doon. Okay, kung hindi natin nakikita 'yon doon, as a whole siya. Okay? So actually may level of meanings tayo. Factual meaning, conventional meaning, and subjective meaning. Pag sinabi natin factual meaning, kung ano yung subject, halimbawa apple, ang kanyang content is apple. So, factual meaning yon. Factual meaning is the literal statement or the narrative content in the work. Painting of an apple is an apple. Conventional meaning naman is dito na inahalo yung cultural relation mo, okay? Ang paniniwala mo, dito mo na inahalo, okay? So, conventional meaning refers to the special meaning that a certain object or color has for particular culture or a group of people. Halimbawa, cross for Christians, okay? But not for Jews, okay? So, halimbawa, example, stick pa rin tayo sa apple, conventional meaning, a painting of an apple, pero ang content niya or ang title niya is Apple of Eden. That is a conventional meaning. Okay? Conventional meaning siya kasi ang Apple of Eden applies to Christian and Catholics. Subjective meaning naman, on the other hand, is any personal meaning consciously or unconsciously conveyed by the artist using a private symbolism which stem from his own association of certain objects, action, or color with past experience. Example ito, a painting of a blue rose on a pot symbolizes the life of an artist. Example nitong subjective meaning is, halimbawa, a painting of an apple, ang content niya, orange. Okay, subjective meaning yon. Yung artist lang ang nakakaalam ng meaning ng kanyang painting.